Hi friends, welcome to Srisai IT Hub. In this video of Core Java Programming, we are going to discuss the following topic: Java thread group class in multi-threading concept. So first of all, what is this multi-threading in Java? So multi-threading means executing two or more small logics parallelly in a same Java program along with main method is known as multi-threading. So to perform multi-threading in Java, we have thread class. Okay, and this thread class belongs to java.lang package. So in multi-threading concept, we also have thread group class. So using thread group class, we can group a collection of threads or group of threads as a single unit. So one such group of threads, okay, so on that group of threads, okay, we can suspend, resume, interrupt, or stop, okay, or destroy. So we can perform all these operations at a time on that group of threads with a single method call using the concept of thread group. Right, so if you see the description of the thread group class, okay, Java p hyphen public java.lang.ThreadGroup. It belongs to java.lang package. Okay, right. So thread group class. So this is the constructor using which we can create a thread group with a group name. Okay, and for this thread group, we can also add another thread group. Okay, collection of other thread groups using a thread group name. So here we can use all these method get name, get parent. Okay, we can check whether a thread group is daemon thread or not. We can set that as a daemon thread. Okay, daemon thread group. Okay, so daemon thread means least priority group. Active count, how many threads are active in that particular group. Okay, and then we can also stop, interrupt, suspend, resume, destroy all threads at a time in that group. Using these methods, list, it will list what are the different threads, okay, available in that thread group. Okay, so all these methods can be used. So this is the first constructor with the thread group name, second constructor with the parent group name followed by the current group name. Okay, right, and then so thread group represents set of threads, and then thread group can also include other thread groups as subgroups, and then a thread can access information about its own group but not parent group or any other group. Okay, so it can get information about its current group but not other groups or parent groups. And these are the methods which we are supposed to work with: get name, list, okay, active count, active group count, how many groups are active in the current thread group, is daemon, is destroyed. Okay, get parent, we can get the parent of a particular thread group. Okay, and then we can also check whether a particular thread group belongs to a particular parent or not. Okay, and to working with the thread groups for a thread, if we see the description of the thread class in java.lang package, so we have to use this constructor thread group followed by runnable interface, or simply we can take thread group followed by thread group name. Okay, so we can use these two constructors. So thread constructor with the thread group as input parameter followed by the thread group name, and then second one thread group if our thread is inherited from runnable interface and followed by the thread group name. So let us try to demonstrate this with a small program, Java thread group example1.java. Right, so first take comments at the beginning of the program. Okay, right, so I'm creating my thread sample thread group. implements runnable interface. So this is just a thread, and for this thread I'm going to create, for this thread class we will create multiple threads, and those multiple threads we will put it in a particular thread group. Okay, right. So step 2, redefine the run method. Okay, and then here in this run method we are printing the name of the thread which is currently taking the CPU time. So thread.currentThread.getName. So current thread name will be printed. Right. So now let us go to the main class with main method. Okay. Right. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this as simply sample thread. Okay. So program execution starts with main thread. So let us create an object of sample thread. Okay. st new sample thread. Okay, right. So for this sample threads, okay, I'm also going to create an object of thread group. tg1 is equals to new thread group, and the thread group name is parent thread group. Okay, right. And then after that I'm creating thread t1, t2 and t3. Okay, for these three threads, thread class constructor, we are passing tg1. So t1 belongs to tg1. Okay, and our thread is st sample thread, and its name is first thread. Okay, similarly I'll start t1 dot start, similarly t2 tg1 sample thread second thread, and then t2 dot start, and t3, so tg1 st third thread. Okay, and t3 dot start. Okay, right. So now let us execute till here. So here t1 t2 t3 belongs to thread group tg1, which is a parent thread group for t1, t2 and t3. Their names are first thread, second thread, third thread. Right, so save this, come to the command prompt. So compile the program, java c java thread group example1 dot java. Right, so compile it, no error on successful compilation, and then run it. Okay, so it will print all the thread names which are available, okay, in that particular group. Right, so these are the three threads, first thread, second thread and third thread. So all three will be taking parallel execution. They belong to tg1, which is a thread group, and the thread group name is parent thread group. Okay, and our threads are created from sample thread, which implements runnable interface. So we can also use this constructor also. For example, if our thread is directly inherited from the a thread group, okay, then we can use this one also. Right, so public thread group, okay, and then followed by thread name. We can also use this constructor. Right, so now coming to the concept of working with thread group methods. So first one, tg1.getName, tg1.list. So we'll see these two methods. So save it, come to the command prompt, recompile it, and then run it. So if you see here, right, so our thread group name is tg1.getName is parent thread group. Okay, and then if you see here tg.list, so it will list all the threads in our thread group. Okay, so this is the information about that list: name, parent thread, and next under that we have a thread first thread, under that we have a thread second thread, under that we have a thread third thread. And for this first thread, second thread, third thread, the priority is 5 5 5 norm priority, and their group is parent thread group, parent thread group, parent thread group. So this is the list of information about all the threads which are available in the tg1 thread group. Next, active count, active group count. So active count means how many threads are active in your group. Active group count, how many subgroups are active in your group. Okay, right. So generally we don't have the subgroups, we'll get it as 0. Recompile, run. Okay, so active threads are 3 initially, and then active thread groups. So we don't have any subgroup in our thread group, parent thread group, so answer is 0. Right. So next one, right, so tg1 dot get parent for thread group 1, who is the parent? So we have created tg1 under main thread. So main thread is the parent for tg1, and under tg1 we have t1, t2, t3. Okay, so the hierarchy goes like this. So main thread is a parent for our tg1. Okay, so tg1 name is parent thread group, and under tg1, okay, here we have, under this we have t1, t2, t3 of sample threads. Okay, right. So let us get this get parent dot get name. So you should get the answer as main thread. So recompile, no error, and then run. So main thread is the parent for our thread group, parent thread group tg1. Okay, next I'm checking whether our thread group is daemon thread or not. So daemon thread are least priority threads. Okay, they get chance for execution very least, which is done by the JVM. Okay, right. So here we are just getting one warning that it is a old method or deprecated method, no issue, and just run it. So it is a daemon thread, false. It is not a least priority thread group. Okay, so thread group is also one thread only. So tg1 dot is destroyed, whether our thread is destroyed or not. So recompile, and then yeah, we are getting two warnings. Is destroyed is also deprecated, right? So false, our thread group is not destroyed. Next, now this one is important. So here tg1 dot get parent. So for our thread group, okay, so what is our thread group here? It is parent thread group. Okay, we'll make it as one, parent thread group 1. Okay, so for our thread group, who is the parent? Main thread. So get the reference of the main thread, main thread group, and print parent tg. Okay, right, so save this, recompile, and run it. Okay, right, so the main method is also one of the thread group, okay, which has got the maximum priority 10. So as per JVM, main thread is a thread group. Under that we have created tg1, under that we have created t1, t2, t3, and main thread has got highest priority because it is a starting point of execution of a Java program, right? So next one I'm checking last. Okay, right, so parent tg, who is the parent tg? Main thread. Okay, so thread group is also one thread only, right? So main thread, okay, parent of tg1. Yes, for tg1 main thread is the main group, okay, is the parent group. Main is the parent group of tg1, true. So recompile, just warning, ignore that, and you see here true is the answer. Okay, right, and if you see here, first thread, second thread, third thread will have parallel execution, so you can't expect the pattern, okay, in the program. So for our understanding, we will, okay, let us not start the t1, t2, t3. So recompile it, warnings, ignore it, run. Okay, so if you see here, active count is 0, because we did not start the threads which belongs to tg1. Okay, right. So main is the parent for tg1, true. Okay, right. So next, finally, tg1. So tg1 is parent of parent tg. No, tg1 is not a parent of main parent. Okay, so you should get the answer as false. So recompile and then run. Answer is false. And optionally, we can also use these methods from the thread group to stop, interrupt, suspend, resume, destroy multiple threads at a time. But these methods should be used very carefully whenever you are operating in a main program, because all the threads will be stopping, suspending, resumed, and destroyed all at a time. So that is the concern. So this is how we are supposed to work with thread group class, which belongs to java.lang package in multi-threading program. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, comment, and share this video, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel Sri Sai IT Hub. Have a nice day.